Big announcement by the White House relating to North Korea.
The president has accepted an invitation to visit with the country's leader, Kim Jong-un, by May. South Korea's national security director spoke outside the White House after a day of briefings with senior U.S. officials yesterday. He said the president would meet with Kim to achieve, quote, permanent denuclearization. The meeting would be the first of its kind between a North Korean leader and a sitting U.S. president. White House says it will be at a place and a time to be determined.
Earlier in the day, President Trump imposed stiff tariffs on imported steel and aluminum.
The actions we're taking today are not a matter of choice. They're a matter of necessity for our security.
The president said the industries have been targeted for decades by unfair foreign trade practices. But what does the move mean for the average Minnesotan? Jennifer Mayerly explains.
President Donald Trump signed the tariff proclamations alongside steel workers.
Well, I think the thing is really complicated, and it may go one way and it may go the other.
It orders a 25% tax on imported steel and 10% on aluminum. Canada and Mexico are exempt pending a new NAFTA deal.
Never really thought about it, I guess. But I mean, really wouldn't want it to come back to the consumer.
It could, says Wayne Jurdy with Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. He works with companies to turn recycling left at the curb into products.
So your paper, your metal, your steel cans.
Jurdy explains if import prices go up for companies, that cost could be passed to the consumer on everything from cars to cans.
And when you're manufacturing something and your components or raw materials become more expensive, then most likely you will see some price increases. How much? I don't think we know what the extent of that is.
It has some Minnesotans worried.
Some of us are retired on a fixed income, and so consequently I think it's going to affect us and some young couples that are really starting out and buying a home.
But Jurdy says don't panic. While the tariff begins in 15 days, the effect won't be felt right away.
And there's inventory out there already. So depending on if your inventory hits at 3 months or 6 months down the road, it won't affect you tomorrow.
Jennifer Mayerly, WCCO 4 News.
Jurdy says how it affects us will depend on how long the tariff lasts and how strict it stays. One senator has already suggested he'll introduce legislation to nullify the new policy.
President of Augsburg University is responding to concern that a longtime professor could be deported. Star Tribune reporting that Kenya native Mazengo Wanyama and his wife have been ordered to meet with officials of Immigrations and Customs Enforcement today. A fellow professor told the paper the meeting is to discuss plans for removal from the U.S. Supporters started a Facebook page announcing they would be at the ICE office to support Dr. Wanyama. In a statement, Augsburg University President Paul Pribenow said, in part, Dr. Wanyama is a role model for the professional aspiration and accomplishments of future leaders in our city and our country. We strongly stand behind him and believe he should be able to stay in the United States.
A Minneapolis man is denying allegations he urinated in a co-worker's water bottle after she turned away his romantic interest. Ramsey County prosecutors charged 47-year-old Conrado Perez with the offense. The woman reported 15 instances of tasting urine in her water bottle. Perez was working at a restaurant in Vadnais Heights. He told investigators he used the water bottle because he was too busy to go to the bathroom.
Ride at a Twin Cities mall is back up and running after one of the motorized animals started on fire this week. Dramatic video of the pig ride at Maplewood Mall shows it on fire while it was plugged in for recharging. Maplewood fire officials believe there was an electrical malfunction with the ride. Luckily, there were no children, no kid on that ride at the time. Nobody was hurt. We spoke with the owner of the Amusing Rides kiosk. He said this was the only fire since he started running the business almost 4 years ago.
They never to hurt any of the customer. The safety is always the first priority of our company. So because we keep the relationship with the kids. That is very, very important.
Hans says he's already added new charging cords and a new fire extinguisher to his kiosk for extra precaution. He said he has rides in 2 other Minnesota malls, Rosedale and Duluth.
On International Women's Day, activists called for a change to Minnesota's constitution. Hundreds of women rallied at the state capitol yesterday for an equal rights amendment that would ensure genders are treated equally under the law, just like races or religions. Demonstrators want to put the amendment on the ballot this fall.
Any issues that, the courts bring up cases for pay inequity, for sexual domestic abuse, even for paternal rights, it hits a certain level where there isn't a strict scrutiny applied like there is for race or religion. And so getting something into the Constitution that would demand that level of scrutiny, that's what the Equal Rights Amendment is.
More than 20 other states have already amended their constitutions. Calls for a federal ERA failed nearly 40 years ago.
Sun Country Airlines has announced some new flights from MSP Airport starting in June. They include extended nonstop flights to Austin, Texas. You want to go to California's wine country, that'll be a direct flight. There'll also be some new connecting service to Cancun through Austin and also Los Cabos, Mexico through San Diego. If you're looking to go on vacation, you can book flights on those new routes right now.